Hey y'all, sprinkle, sprinkle. Welcome, welcome. So we're going to be talking about something that so many women have asked me, and I was asked this question earlier when I was on TikTok. So I'm going to use this as today's subject. So gather in. Welcome. Okay, so why did he invite you to his house for a date? Ugh. How many of y'all have been invited to a man's house for a date? He didn't want to take you out public. He didn't want to take you nowhere, girl. He didn't want to spend no money. He didn't want to take you to a restaurant. He didn't want to take you out. Why he invite you to his house, girl? Is he house arrest? If you met him online, he could be. You don't know. That's why you don't meet these dudes online. Did you meet him online? Maybe he on house arrest. He can't go. Is he poor? Does he see you as a mattress roller? Does he think you have low self-esteem? What's happening? Is he trying to woo you with his nice house, just like he does every other woman, so he ain't spend no money and be out in public with you and see if you're gonna roll around on the mattress? Why he inviting you to his house? What did you talk about on that phone conversation prior to him asking you out? Did you talk about cooking and cleaning? Did you talking about what you can cook? Did y'all start talking about food and what he can cook? Did y'all start talking about domestic service? Maybe that's why, baby. You ever been on a conversation with a man and you start, oh, I can cook. Now he want to see? Or he started talking about, can you cook? And then you say, girl, or you say man, or dude, or sir, or whoever, whatever you call this man. Sorry. I can cook this, and you start listing off dishes. That's why he invited you over. Okay. When he asks you what you're doing and you say just cleaning up, that's why he invited you over. Do you understand? So when y'all are on this phone, y'all are texting and talking, y'all need to talk about domestic services, okay? That's why y'all getting invited to the house. Or if you entertain his mattress talk, if you entertain his mattress talk too much and he hasn't entertained your bank account at all prior to even meeting, that's why he inviting you over. So y'all need to understand the conversations lead to certain things. All right? The conversations you have will lead to the thoughts in his head that's going to lead to inviting you to his house on a date instead of taking you out on a proper date to impress you. Okay? So y'all need to think about what y'all ain't talking to. Some of these dudes aren't dusty and y'all are getting the wrong types of attention and you're sending out the wrong messages in your conversations from day one. All right, y'all are sending out the wrong conversations from day one because y'all are talking about mattress rolling, cooking and cleaning. You understand? Now, how many of y'all don't have to be ashamed of it because we live and we learn. How many of you have done this? How many of y'all are guilty of talking about cooking and cleaning and mattress rolling before you even meet the man, before you even go get taken out on a date? How many of y'all been doing this? Y'all think that's the way? It is not the way. It's the way to the kitchen and the way to the mattress. Do you understand? Not the way to no jewelry store, not the way to the bank, none of the above. All right? She likes to cook. She talked 30 minutes about she cooking. She likes to clean. She's been cleaning for hours, you know? So I'm going to invite her over my house. And maybe if it's a little messy, she'll clean it up for me. Or I'm going to invite her and tell her I'm going to cook. And then she's going to just take over because I'm going to do such a terrible job. Or I'm just going to cook the most basic thing ever and save on money. She's not impressed by nice restaurants because all she talked about was home cooked food and cleaning and how she likes to stay at home. So I'm gonna invite her to my home for free. And maybe she can get on this mattress and roll around. That's what I'm gonna be thinking. So be careful what y'all say to these men because y'all are telling them how to impress you. And if it's not much, all they gotta do is invite you over, DoorDash, Uber Eats, baby. So what are y'all talking about out here for these men to be inviting y'all to their house? And half the time y'all get there, it don't even be a nice house. It just be a house. You pull up and like disappointed. You still get out anyway though. You still get out anyway. Well, maybe he's the one. Okay? Don't do this. So, if he invites you to his house, politely decline and suggest something better, something more impressive to you, okay? Because he don't see you as a woman he needs to impress, and that's a problem. How to cope with an emotionally immature mother that makes everyone walk on eggshells and comments on my appearance a lot. And you got to own it, own everything. If you don't own stuff and flip it around to your favor, you'll always be walking on eggshells. You understand? So whatever she picks apart on you, say, oh, thank you, I didn't notice that. Just compliment. Oh, thank you, I didn't notice that. That means I don't care. Okay. Or if she talks to you about a certain thing, say, oh, well, that's what people like most about me. Okay. If you're afraid to make her mad or whatever, just stay busy and in and out. Okay. In and out the house, stay busy. I'm late. Oh, you're always late. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm so late. I gotta go. You understand? And you say you're leaving in 5 months anyway? Well, hope you can make it. Until then, sprinkle, sprinkle. Sometimes you said moms are mad at their daughters glowing up. Yeah, she coulda, shoulda, woulda, and it's too late. But you still got a chance. So go take your chance and make it in this world. Okay. I'm so glad that I'm not one of them types of mothers. I be trying to buy my kids makeup, hair, buy them stuff, and get them a car, make sure they know what they're doing. They be telling me about this and that. I give them advice. That's the kind of mother you're supposed to have. But since you don't have an emotionally mature mother, you got to work with what you got and learn how to dodge them bullets and make it on your own emotional, intelligence. Okay. Because some moms be competing and they mad because they couldn't do it. There ain't nothing you can do about it. Just move along. You can still love her, you can still respect her, but you don't have to listen to her advice if it's not helpful to you. You don't have to take that personally, what she's doing. You just have to understand where she's coming from. She's coming from a place, maybe she's thinking she failed, or you're going to outdo her, and everything she was representing was you see as wrong. You know what I mean? Maybe it's her way of coping with aging. We don't know. But either way, just go do you, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And if y'all don't become one of them mothers either, ladies, when y'all have kids. If your kids start looking better than you and your kids look better than you, don't be mad. Don't be mad. And they get more attention when they get better types of partners. Don't get mad. Okay? Don't get mad. Be happy. You're supposed to be happy that she learned and did better. All right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Do better, y'all. Can't be mad at your kids if you had them. Your husband is working out of town. He paid for your tires, but he's throwing it in my face. I told him I would give him back the money since, girl, why? Since he's struggling. He said no and stopped. He called me selfish. Girl, why are you with a man who got to argue about tires? Tell him he need to go get another job and stay out of town. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Tell him he need 2 jobs then, since he complaining about some tires. Let me tell you something, ma'am. That's your husband, right? Do he want you to be safe? Or do he want you to ride the bus? Do he want you to Uber? Do he want you to have a flat? If the answer is no, tell him shut up. Tell him you have to look at him at night and roll around matches with him whenever he deserves some, and you ain't complaining. Tell him that. Tell him I don't complain when I roll around on the mattress with you, so you don't need to be complaining when you buy me no tires. All right? Now tell him to shut up. All right. Remember, if you ain't spending his money, somebody else is. So keep spending it. In fact, you're going to need something else done next week. I don't know, whatever it is, make it up. And then go shopping. You heard me? All right. Give him something else to complain about since he liked to complain so much. You won't stop. You must like it. So give him some more to complain about. You tired of hearing about them tires, give him something new. Sprinkle, sprinkle. At least it'll be a new thing he's complaining about. And, not the old thing. So marriage is prostitution? Glad to know. No, it's not. Prostitution is for 30 minutes. Marriage is for until you can afford a divorce. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. You met a 53-year-old man early in the month. He's been providing excellently. He wants exclusivity, and I want to tell him he needs to cover all my monthly bills. But should I wait longer? No, do it right away. If you wait longer, he thinks you like him for real. He's 53. He already know why he there. He know he there to pay. So go ahead and let him know before he thinks he there because you like him. All right? Go ahead and let him know what he got to do. Start talking about Aunt Ethel, how you paid her mortgage this month and now you behind on your rent, and start crying. See what he do. Then try to get him on direct deposit so he can directly deposit that money every month into your account. Or else Aunt Ethel gonna have to come live with you, or you're gonna have to go take care of her, and it's gonna take away from your time from him. You understand? Even though Aunt Ethel does not exist at all, he don't know that, and you can get your money. Okay. You said you're gonna start to think of something new, girl. Yeah. Start a home project and get some stuff going on the home. All right. You need some rooms painted, or you need a garden put in, like you need some landscaping, girl. Get his money, man. Because if you don't, somebody else will. Make him spend, baby. And he could complain about that. Then you could counteract it. Well, it's increasing the home value, so don't complain about it. What if he says, I like you, but I don't? And I said, what would you say if he says, I like you, but I don't? I'm asking him if he's bipolar. Is you bipolar? Ask him if he's a bipolar or a Gemini. It's a legitimate question. Are you a bipolar or are you Gemini? Just checking. Are you on or off the beds? Ladies and gays, take notes. Uh-oh, free agent. Sprinkle, sprinkle, you silly. They think that was game, but that was really a symptom. All right? There wasn't no game. That was a symptom. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. So he thought he ate with that line. I like you, but I don't. Okay. Is you bipolar? I don't like you, but I like your money. Does that count? You got something coming. All right. Girl, they think they doing something to y'all saying that. They don't know y'all watch me. Okay. Anyway, so why did he invite you to his house on a date? He don't respect you. He don't like you. He thinks you're a mattress roller. And he could be trying to put something in your drink, in your food. He might have some hidden cameras. Girl, he might have a basement with some chains and handcuffs. Girl, no. Don't go over there. Okay? Especially if you don't know him that well. Stay out in public where there are cameras and security cameras. Okay? Thank you. You're 20 and with an older guy, how do I get him to spend? By telling him to take you to the mall, by sending him links and telling him to buy them and send you the screenshot of the receipt, baby. He old, he know what he there for. He old, he know what he there for. Why are y'all 20-something-year-olds afraid to understand this? He know why he there. He ain't there because he's 20. He there because you're 20. So make sure you get your money. You want your 19-year-old daughter to be better than you, but you still working on yourself. You don't know what to teach her. She already says, wear makeup, nice clothes. Okay. Teach her self-esteem. She's going to need confidence, and self-esteem is what takes you the furthest in this world. Everything else will fall in place. You got to constantly tell her you're smart, you're beautiful, you could do whatever you need to do, and don't let nobody tell you otherwise. And you in character. Every room. Tell her those things and embed that into her mind. So whenever someone else tries to lower her confidence, she just boosts it right back up. Whenever someone else tries to tell her she's not good enough, she don't believe it because you done told her too many times. And she started to believe it and feel it, and she's not even gonna believe the other person. Okay. So you gotta instill confidence and self-worth in your child. Otherwise, people are going to be able to take it away too easy. Okay. Too easy. They're going to value their opinion over their own and yours, So if y'all have one of them type of mothers that be talking trash about you or talking down to you, and then you got a man that talk down to you, it's even worse. That's why you got to talk up to yourself. And if you got kids, you got to talk up to them. If not, people are going to be able to take them down too easy. All right. It's kind of like armor. You're armoring them with self-esteem, confidence, and a belief in themselves and main character energy. And the more that armor, the stronger that armor is, the more you mention it, the more you tell them that, the stronger it gets. And nobody will be able to face them. Okay. Sprinkle. A while ago, you said your husband loved how you always found things for y'all to do together. Any tips on activities to plan with older guys? Girl, old people can't walk too much, okay? So you got to do stuff that's less walking, less climbing, no stairs, like stuff like yachts, boats, stuff where they get to sit down, plays, stuff that they can sit down or stand in one place. Okay. You said online shopping, dinner. Somebody said bird watching, a nice Airbnb by the beach. Calm, relaxing stuff. Luxurious stuff, darling. Thank you. The theater. Make sure you got a valet park though, because they can't be walking through that parking lot. All right. Right? The spa. Okay. How to handle guys who text all day. Cash app, copy paste link, baby. Copy paste link, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo all day long. Every time they text you something, text that back. Text stuff that you want him to buy you. Text your wish list. Okay? Text. Start talking about stuff you want and they'll stop texting. Unless they're gonna buy it for you. All right? What you doing? Looking at these shoes? How's your day? It would be better if I had these shoes. What you doing? Trying to figure out what I'm gonna get for lunch. Why don't you send me some lunch money? Here go my Cash App. Start including this money stuff. You know why? Because if they're going to send waste your time all day and not ask you out on a date, not send you nothing, not ask you what your favorite flowers are so they can send you some, not try to get ideas to buy you a gift, whatever, then what they talking about? Okay? What they talking about? They're not asking you out on a date. They're not trying to figure out your favorite color, your favorite flower, your favorite type of food. Then what are you doing? What they talking about? They're not trying to plan to see you. What are they doing? Oh, thank you, Sam. You said your provider ended up in jail for 10 years. Oh my gosh. So you cheated for 4 times, but he found out, girl, he in jail. Do what you want. You free, he ain't. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, you're free, he's not. Go do what you gotta do. And if he finds out, great, maybe he'll cheat on you with his cellmate. Get back even. He in there for 10 years? Girl, he knew you was gonna cheat. He's just acting disappointed. He probably been cheating in there. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He probably got him a whole boyfriend up in there. He mad at you for cheating 4 times? That ain't even a lot for 10 years. You good, man. All right. Should have been more. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Somebody said who told him. It should have been way more than 4. All right, anyway. Can you divorce somebody in jail? That's what you should have been doing. All right. What if he invites himself to your house? Laugh at him and tell him you live with Aunt Ethel and she don't like company. If you get him to put me on direct deposit, would it be crazy if I still ask for things on the side? No, it wouldn't, because that's his job, baby. Especially if he's old. Remember, if there's an age gap, ask for what you want. Okay? If the age gap is 20 years, ask for whatever you want. If it's 15 years, ask for what you want. Okay? Ask for what you want. The age gap is too big, you need to ask for what you want. Okay? They had 25, 20, 15, 10 years to get their money up before you was even born. You heard? Get the money. They know why you're there. Don't be ashamed. How do I level up from rock bottom you got broken up with? You're also broke. You broke. Okay, broke. You want to get better. Okay, stop using the word broke. You're not at rock bottom. You just lost yourself in a relationship when you should have been priority and self-obsessed. This is why I tell y'all to stay self-obsessed. This reason right here. If you would have stayed self-obsessed in that relationship, you wouldn't be broke right now. He'd still probably be chasing after you, and you would have probably had a roster. Okay, so this is why I tell y'all, because it can prevent this from happening. Now, what you got to do is get up every day, put in effort and energy into what you look like. Go start hanging around the rich side of town. You ain't got the buy. Just get over there, window shop, walk around, dilly-dally, and make sure you look good until you meet somebody. Okay, go get a job, do whatever you need to do. Put yourself first as a priority, become self-obsessed, and stop losing yourself in these men and start being self-obsessed. Your outcomes will change. Okay? Don't give to other people unless they're benefiting you 10 times more, especially a man. You don't give to a man unless they're benefiting you times 10. They like you times 10. You don't do nothing for them. You heard? So, listen to what I'm telling y'all to prevent certain things. Stay self-obsessed. Only deal with beneficial men. Okay? Get up. Go to the nice side of town. Go get you a job over there. Go start hanging out over there. Go do something, man. Gotta start somewhere. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. You've been allowing a Dusty to stay with you for free so he can watch out for what, girl? Okay, you had a provider back then, but I was too dumb. Now he's back, but complains and says I'm using him like an ATM. Asked for DD. He want me to do it. Want me to work for it. What's DD? Oh, you mean double D? You asked you asked for some double D's and he wants you to work for it. Ask him what strip club that he's trying to get you to work at. Honestly, men who say that you're using them, you own that. Always own it. Say, you're right. But any man that I get with, they're gonna provide for me. So is it really me using them, or did they just want to provide? And then start looking at your ring finger. All right. Oh, direct deposit? Oh, he wants you to work for direct deposit. Oh, okay. How you need you to tell him, it's like, oh, I didn't know that you were financially struggling. I'm so sorry. Because usually men that want you to work for money, they got to work hard for theirs because they don't have several streams of income. But I thought you were a little bit more well off than that. I'm so sorry. I did not mean to make you feel used or like, I know you work hard. Just keep saying, bruise that ego. I know you work so hard for that money. I mean, it's probably really hard on you, and I just had no idea about your financial situation. I am so sorry. You know what? Don't even worry about it. I will find another way. That means I will find another man. Then he's gonna be like, no, that's not what it is. That's not what it is. I just think you just need to appreciate me more. Well, I do appreciate you, but I don't appreciate you lying about your financial situation. That's all. I mean, if you can't do it, just say you can't do it. Because if I'm gonna work for something, I can get way more than that, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You understand? Call them out. Exactly. Call them out and play dumb. I didn't know you was in financial issue. I had financial issues. Don't worry about it. I'll get it. I'll find another way, which is code for I will get another man. Mm-hmm. And start spending less time, more time with your roster. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It says, especially in front of his friends. Oop. Yep. You told a man last week to go get a real job. Oh, dang. That's hilarious. Mm-hmm. You said, okay, so we were talking about why did he invite you to his house? Okay, let's talk about before that, y'all keep talking about dust, right? Y'all keep talking about dust here, dust there. The only dust that you ever need to deal with, okay? Ladies, are you listening? The only dust you ever need to deal with is dusting powder. Okay? Girl, have y'all been using dusting powder? It's a game changer for your scent story, your scent linger. Okay, so I went up online and I got me some Be Enchant dusting powder because it's the only type of dust I allow in my house, baby. It smells good. I got the vanilla. Ooh, I got the sugared vanilla bliss. These are like inspired by designer fragrances as well. I went ahead and transferred it to this little antique powder container that I found antiquing, and I have a little powder puff in there. And you just put some on your neck, on your shoulders, under your pits. in your crevices, wherever. And it smells so good, y'all. You put your lotion, your oil on, and you put that on, right? You're building all your scent. And then you get your perfume. Mm. Get your perfume. And then you walk, that scent is going to like linger. You're going to be like, what's that smell like? Even if it's getting hot, y'all live in a hot, humid climate. Y'all going to need some dusting powder, not no dust, but some dusting powder. So, might I recommend Be Enchant dusting powders. Okay. I have the link in the description bar. It's the first link. And she's on Instagram, TikTok, Etsy, and Facebook. Oh my God, I love her. I watched some of her reels, and she's be up there all bougie in her boudoir talking about dusting powder. Giving the feminine energy. So y'all check her out. Be Enchant dusting powders. Okay. She has other scents too that are based on designer perfumes and fragrances. So if you're like a fragrance girl, go ahead and check her out. Sprinkle, sprinkle. The only type of dust you need to be dealing with, okay? Dusting powder. That's it. Okay, okay. Advice for part-time job. Where can I meet providers? Anywhere on the rich side of town, near a very rich neighborhood or very rich high-rise, baby. You need to work where the money is, where the rulers are rich. Somebody said a country club. Somebody said, you can work in a gym on the super rich side of town. You can work in a building on the rich side. I don't know, man. Whatever the rules they have, concerning fraternizing with the clients or the customers, you need to look that up first. But what about the mall? If you're going to work in the mall, maybe a department store, like a really expensive one, like a nice one in the men's section, perhaps. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Someone said the golf shops. Yeah. Anywhere on the rich side of town where men are always at. That's where you need to go. Bottle girl now. And if that's what you want to do, like if you want to be in the club, like there's different types of women, right? And I'm not putting down either one of them, but there's a country club waitress and then there's a bottle girl. Which one you want to be? I don't either one of them, it's good, but you might meet more money at the country club. That's all I'm gonna tell you. You might find more money at the country club than in the club, the regular club. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Or maybe you could have two jobs, girl. I don't know. Bottle by night, country club by day. Like a superhero. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You said we talking about a different club, right? Why not? If you can handle both, girl, country club and regular club. But I prefer the country club because that way, at least you'd meet more money. Okay. If you can't get a job at the country club, I guess that's the only options you got left. All right. But you can get a job on the rich side of town still. You can go get a job on the rich side of town still somewhere. Okay. Um, if you get a job at some type of service like club, like a tennis club, a country club, um, private clubs, yacht clubs, or whatever, around the holidays, you can make a lot of money because everyone is being generous. There's going to be people just handing out cash left and right to all the people that work there. I've seen it. Okay. Thank you, Zara. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl, for the super sugar. Also, if y'all didn't know, okay, so I'm gonna give y'all some ideas because these men are dumb and they're trying to invite you to their house, and that's not impressive. So there are exclusive events that you can get tickets to that you don't have to be members to certain things to get tickets to and go, like certain galas, certain fundraisers. There are certain country clubs that have like a yearly fundraiser or gala, and you don't have to be a member in order to buy tickets online to go. So if you want the country club experience, but you don't want to join, go online and look at their annual fundraiser, annual party, annual gala, annual whatever. They will sell to the public. Okay. I think members might get a discount on the tickets, but the public will pay. So if you want to go, you want to, walk around and party and go to the event, go to the fundraiser, go to the gala at a country club, and you don't want to join, just go buy the tickets and get up and go. Okay. Someone says local historical events. Yep. Historical preservation societies. They always have an events. You can go to there. You can buy tickets to like pretty much anything, the opening night of the symphony or the orchestra or the closing night. That's where the richer people are going to be on the opening and the closings. So go there. I knew this lady and she worked for the Houston Symphony, and sometimes she volunteered. She volunteered before she worked there, but she volunteered so much they just gave her a job, and she got to dress up and like she just walked around and made sure everyone was okay, and like and told people where to go, and you know met a lot of people that had money. So that's another place you could go get a job. Hmm. You said if you have the energy, go to school, then work, 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 work until you find a man, and then you can retire, girl. Yes. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Zara. You're 21, you dislike dating apps, only weirdos approach. What do I do? Go outside like I did when I was 21 before there was dating apps. All right. Go to the rich side of town, hang out, go to a restaurant bar, hang out, go to the golf course, go to the country club, go to the restaurant bar, go to the gym over there, run your errands over there, go to the marina, go to the yacht club. Get outside, go over there, hang out over there. Get nails done over there. Join the gym. Do Pilates over there. Go have lunch over there. You're gonna run into somebody. If you become a regular on the rich side of town, you're gonna meet people quick. You're gonna meet friends who got friends who will introduce you to other people. Just stay over there as much as you can and meet people over there because dating apps are for leftover scraps, okay? Weirdos and leftover scraps that are awkward in person and can't meet women for real. Low effort too. Your brothers are broke, but your mom still loves them and hates me. Why? Because you're the girl and they're the boys. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Your mom sounds like a pygmisha girl. Just stop worrying about Let me tell you something. Stop worrying about acceptance. All right, get yourself together, level up, get your looks together, because that's all that matters in this world. Get your looks together and go get you somebody that's gonna give you everything you want. Start your business and make your own way. You know what I'm saying? Stop always looking for constant approval and this and that. Go get your looks up, then go get your money up. Do you understand? That's your currency in this world. Okay? Nobody cares about any of that. I'm going to help you. Nobody cares about any of those things that are happening. You got to get over it and make your own way. All right? Who cares why? It don't matter. There ain't nothing you gonna do about it. She ain't gonna change. So get your money. Look good. Go get you a man that's gonna give you a lifestyle and a nice luxury vehicle. What you doing? Your brothers can stay that way. Well, you don't need to. So you have an advantage over your brothers. You know what that advantage is? A woman. Tomorrow you can be rich if you meet the right man and start you a business with the money he's gonna give you. Next week you could be living the life, baby. If you get outside and start putting yourself as a priority, and your brother's still gonna be broke, living with their mama, and she's still gonna be doing whatever she's doing. And guess what? You're gonna be living better than all of them. Why? Because you're a woman and you know your worth. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Do you recommend asking ChatGPT for clever ways to ask men for money? You could, but men are starting to know ChatGPT responses. So let me tell you, because someone actually sent me a screenshot and they say, look, this girl uses ChatGPT to try to talk to me. And I've seen this exact same phrase several times from other people. So I know it's ChatGPT. They know. The smart ones know. But it's better to make them up on your own or at least reword them. Okay? Don't copy paste. Thank you, Zara. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. What's your name? Vihan? Thank you, girl. Okay, so do it. Unless you severely reword that. Thank you, Grand Duchess. Sprinkle, sprinkle. She wrote, what if a guy wants to do 70-30? Nah, don't bargain with me, baby. It's all or nothing. Okay. It's all or nothing. Goodbye. Sprinkle. I can't do it. I won't respect him. Like that's nice what he's doing, but I can't respect a man that's making deals, okay, and asking me for money. I just will never respect him. I will always be like looking for somebody that wants to do 100. So if that's good enough for you, wonderful. But I ain't gonna do all of that because you don't like me enough. You understand? You got to like me 10 times more before I'm even having to deal with you. So you must not be his dream girl if he's sitting over there bargaining. You sitting over there making deals and bargaining and risking losing his dream girl? That don't, I got the, no. It's either all or nothing. If you can't do better than him, and nobody's going to do, if that's the highest you can get, you know you can't do no better, and this is it for you, wonderful. If you know you can get somebody to do 100, tell him 100 or nothing. Or you can trick him if you're real smart. You can make up some fake bills that you're paying that you're not really paying, and he could be paying 100% if you're smart. Okay, and to come up with some fake bills, some fake invoices, and show them, look, this is what I'm doing. Look, this is how much I'm paying. Then he won't even know. Okay, you need to come up with some fake spreadsheets, some fake bills, some fake invoices, and show him this is what you're paying every month. And he needs to pay the rest, which is going to be the rest, which is really 100%. Okay, trick him if you smart. What's your morning routine? Favorite meals? My morning routine is to get up every day and put on makeup, do my hair, get my outfit together, look cute, drive my daughter to school. But while we're on our way, we get an iced coffee and breakfast. She gets a different drink. She doesn't like coffee. Then I go and pick up my packages, my PR packages or whatever I ordered, and my PO box. Then I might go live on YouTube, but while I'm waiting for the place to open, I go live on TikTok sometimes. And then I'll eat like a plain bagel or like for breakfast, or sometimes I'll get like just, just a little something because I don't like drinking coffee with empty stomach. And then I don't really eat lunch. And then when my daughter gets out of school, we either come home and get DoorDash or we go out to eat after school. Mostly it's Thai, Vietnamese, Asian food, or something like that. Thanks. You're the best financial advisor. Thank you, girl. Appreciate you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, I missed one. Hold on. I think I got it all, girl. Okay. Don't do 70-30 unless you trigger him and it's really 100%, but he thinks it's 70-30. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah. We're not doing that. We're not doing that 70-30 for real. We're doing it for fake. Okay. Let him think it's 70-30, but really he's paying for everything. Okay. Mm. Oh. Do I use ice in my drinks? Okay. What are your beliefs around traditional nuclear family and the gender dynamics? I believe if you don't pay, you don't stay, sir. And if you don't want to do it, pay somebody to do it. You know what I'm saying? Look, the gender dynamics, if he don't do it, he needs to pay somebody to do it. If you don't take out the trash, you need to hire somebody to take out the trash. If y'all got a son, he or the daddy need to take out the trash. Okay? I don't believe in traditional anything unless it's some traditional money. But I do believe that the reason why people have created gender roles is because women don't want to take out no trash. They will. Most single women take out their own trash. But if there's a man in the house, why he ain't doing it? You know? They have a weight loss drug. Which should you use? That depends. You got to ask your med spa or doctor. That depends. Y'all can't use everything the next person can use. I think they be doing blood tests and stuff and looking at your health. Tips to feel confident as a YouTube creator. You're supposed to feel confident, period. And then whatever you do is gonna fall in line. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. So you gotta just be confident, period. In everyday life. It's gonna translate to the screen. All right, go work on being confident in everyday life. And it will translate to the screen. I missed your super chat. I think I got it. I'll look again. Okay, let's see. Da-da-da. Answer that one. Answer that one. Yeah. Do-do. Your grandfather got sprinkled, and they got a lot of your inheritance. Should I go to court? Girl, your grandfather's dying wishes to give that woman that money. Did you visit your grandfather every day? Did you hold his hand? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes y'all got to think about that. How do you recommend? Okay, I already asked that question. I said ask Chat GPT for. Okay, I did answer this question. Y'all not paying attention. I said men are on to that. They see the same copy paste. If you start using Chat GPT, they've seen it 10 times. So I said, don't do it. And if you do it, reword it. Okay, so about the grandfather, let me tell you. That woman earned that. You know it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You let her get her money. If you were rolling around on a mattress with somebody's grandfather, and then they come try to take you to court to get your money, you're gonna be mad. All right. If you wanted that money, you should have been over grandfather's house every day, keeping him company, giving him water. You know what I'm saying? Rolling him around in his wheelchair or whatever. But since you weren't, that other lady was. She earned that money. Don't be mad. You should have just been there. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What little thing can I do to occasionally make provider feel special since I refuse to cook or clean and give him fake compliments? Boost ego. Okay? Talk to him like he's all that in front of his friends. All right? That's the only thing you need to do. Oh my gosh, you're so smart. Wow, I learned something new from you every day. Isn't he smart? Oh my gosh, he is so smart. boost his ego in front of other people, brag on him on the phone while you talking to nobody or your mom or whoever on the other line. Make sure he can hear it. That's how you do it. And that's how you make him feel special. Yes, I don't know what I would do with him. He's so good to me. Yeah. That's all you got to do. No cooking, no cleaning. Just sit over there and fake brag on them and talk them up public. You're good. You bought yours a back scratcher. Oh my gosh. Hilarious. You said what? You said they're ruining French. Y'all talking about nails? If you're gonna do French, just do your natural nails and do a little small tip on them, like, or just do one color. Like I'm just doing pink, or do a shorter nail. The shorter, it's not that bad. They got the shorter almond nails. All right, all right. Shira, you met an old man. He gave you $480 in one day without doing anything. We just met. What do I do to get me a new room amounting to $2,000? You mean a new house? Uh, a new room. You mean rent? I think he's still dating other girls. Girl, he's handing out money though, so get his money. Just tell him about some fake dilemmas you're gonna make up, like Aunt Ethel, how you helped her and now you need help. Talk about you're saving up to do this and you're almost there. And he'll say, how much do you have? And you say $200. And he'll say, well, how much is it? Say, 2,000 every month. I'm trying to get there. But everything, I'm just, I'm really trying. But anyway, how was your day? You look nice. Da da da. Are those new shoes? Like always point out something that you think is new while you complaining about what you ain't got. Okay. It's like a trigger in their mind, like, oh, she thinks I have new shoes and she's telling me about her financial issue. Maybe I should offer to help her. You know what I'm saying? Compliment them on something they have on that's expensive while you talk about what you're saving up for. Do you understand? Trying to help y'all. Oh my gosh, I love your shoes. They're so nice. Are those real leather? Wow. Those are nice. Oh yeah, I'm saving up for name something. Are those new? I like the yeah, well, I'm saving up for da da da. I'm saving up for me a pair of shoes. So I could be like you. Well, what kind of shoes are they and how much do they cost? Oh, well, I have a little bit saved, but they're about this much money. Oh, that's not a lot. We can go get them right now. Are you oh, really? Oh my gosh. You ain't having nothing saved up for them shoes. You just telling him what he need to hear to go get your stuff, girl. Okay. What about if a guy's trying to talk to you at work? Seems risky. It is. Don't do it unless he's the owner. Why do y'all keep trying to talk to men at work? They don't even make enough money. They don't. Do they even make way more money than you? Can they retire you? Why you work? Why y'all? No. Make them your work husband. Tell them to do the work you want and get your free lunch like everybody else. Don't get on my nerves. Make them your work husband. Make them buy you lunch on the lunch break. Take you to lunch and make them do all the work you don't feel like doing. That's called a work husband. Okay, you don't really get involved with them. You don't never roll around on the mattress with them. You just get what they can get. Get what you can get out of them. Okay. Put them on a back burner. Stop trying to do men you work with because if something don't work out, now you got to see them every day. Make them your work husband. That's it. If a customer at work offers help, what should you do? Offers help for financial things like that you might need? Send them your cash app, man. Send them your PayPal, send them your Venmo. Send them your Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. And tell them thank you so much. You truly appreciative. That's it. Okay. Opinions on Lotto and 21 Savage. I don't really have any opinions. I heard that she was pregnant. Congratulations. Hope the baby healthy. Now, um, all I know is like if you need a green card and you need to get married for a green card, and it's a green card marriage, and you get married, and you want to date someone else, and it's an arrangement. I feel like that's a good thing too. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't be gossiping. Nope. But I think if you need a green card and somebody gonna let you get one and still let you do what you want, I think that's pretty cool. All right. Y'all didn't know 21 Savage is not American, darling. He ain't from here. Not originally. So I'm not judging no green card arranged marriage, uh person what they want to do outside of that green card arranged marriage. I ain't mad at that. Why did he invite you to his house for a date? Oh no. Because he don't like you, girl. And you was probably talking about cooking and cleaning on the phone and the dishes you can cook and all the domestic services that you like and enjoy doing. Then he started talking about how he liked to cook, and then all of a sudden now he want to cook you dinner and not spend no money on you. And now you're being invited over to his house that's probably ratchet and mediocre and unclean. And now you got to go in there because you can talk too much about domestic service. As you know what I'm saying? So stop doing all of that. If I hear one more woman talking about, oh, I talked to them, we're in the talking phase. Okay, so how many meals did you describe that you can cook to them? It should have been zero. Okay. What do y'all be talking about on this phone? The phone is not to talk about all this kind of crap. It's to collect money. If you're not on the phone to collect money, then what you on the phone for? You're not on the phone to make plans to go out with him. What are you on the phone for? If you're not on the phone to tell him what type of gifts you like, what size you wear, what's your favorite flowers, what you on the phone for, man? Loneliness, desperation, validation, time wasting, trauma dumping, discussion of domestic skills. What you on that phone for, man? Y'all on the phone too long. That's what the problem is. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right, hold on. Let me go back. Let me go back. Y'all are so silly. Okay, let me read this. He told you to put money on his books in jail. Well, he can tell you a lot of things that don't mean you gonna do it. Oh, thank you. I move. Thank you, girl, for being a new member. Thank you, Goddess Laurel. Appreciate you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. All right. I think I answered all these. But thank you, all. Anyway, I don't know how y'all be doing it. Like, y'all must like them more than they like you, because I don't know how y'all doing it. Talk about, he told me to put money on his books. Okay, what he gonna do from jail? What he gonna do from prison? He can tell you a lot of things that don't mean you listening ain't gonna do it. You know what you should do? Listen to yourself. Is this man even rich? Why is he in jail for 10 years? Are you waiting on him to come back with no job? Girl, you better divorce him while he in there. Because he gonna come back gay anyway. So what you doing? You listen to me. Listen to me very carefully, ma'am. Listen to me. Listen, open your ears. Your man is in jail or prison for 10 years. You've been unfaithful to him 4 times and he found out about it. Now he asking you to send him money for his books. Ma'am, you should send him some divorce papers. Why? Because when he come out, he gonna be gay anyway. All right? So save yourself some time, some drama, and go visit a lawyer. It's the truth and you know it. Now you can listen to me now or you can wish you had to listen to me later. But you ain't gonna get the time back. Thank you, I move sprinkle sprinkle. Thank you for the super chat. What? You'll thank me later, girl. Come on. Whatever he did, I know what he did, but did he gonna get out way before him? And do you think somebody gonna take him back? No. So why are you keeping yours? Be done, girl. Be done. You said, took your advice, stop worrying about things that don't concern me, currently shopping for cute kitchen decor. I know that's right, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They say it don't count in prison. Well, what happens when you come out of prison still looking for it? Where looking for it? Does it count then? Can you do a video on tick for tat relationships? Yeah, the man broke. I'll think about it. I'll write it down. Tit for tat. Thank you. Tit for tat relationships mean he don't like you times 10, baby. That means you settled. But I'll do the video. Okay. Y'all are me. Okay, so anyway, y'all doing the most. I was just giving her the truth. Y'all going into detail. Y'all. Anyway, well, send them divorce paper to your husband, girl. Don't hold him down. Don't be no ride or die. Be the ex-wife that he can't come back to when he, been turned out in 10 years. Okay. Next. You could be remarried and have another whole child by the time he get out. Okay. With a nicer house, probably. What you waiting on? Never be a ride or die. Never hold him down. Don't do it, man. You're gonna look stupid in the end. You come home and get you rolling around in the mattress with his man. Don't do it. You start hearing that grinder app alert after he come home from prison, you gonna be mad, girl. Be mad. You better nip it in the bud. Okay. You have access to his money, though. Well, get his money and then says, hire a lawyer and then send him a divorce after you put his money in your account. And maybe you start a business, girl. Maybe you start a charity. Maybe you ask ChatGPT the correct questions you need to ask so you make sure you make good use of that money. Someone said invest it. Maybe you can gamble it away. Girl, maybe you can hit the casino. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you can hit the casino. If you're smart, you know what I'm telling you. Tell him you got a plan that's going to triple and double the money. Is he down? He's going to say, yeah, yeah. Then don't tell him the plan until you hit the casino. You know what I'm saying? I got a plan. Yeah. Don't worry, I'm going to tell you about it. I can't talk too much about it right now. I'll tell you later when I get the money. Then go to that casino. Walk in, make sure the camera see you. Play $20 at each table. Get up and go. Then tell them you lost it all, girl. Go put it somewhere else. They file for divorce. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Anyway. Someone says buy chips with all his money and cash out. All right. We trying to help you, but do what you want. Okay. Why don't you just redecorate the house with all his money? Then take all your stuff when you move. Take all the furniture that you done bought. Then tell him you lost the rest at the casino, girl. I was just bad with money. I don't know. Lie. Hell, it's silly. Okay, we're not gonna talk to you no more about him, girl. You know what to do. All right. Let's get back to the subject, okay? Some of y'all are getting asked on dates to go to men's houses, and this is terrible. I'm glad that y'all understand that that is a red flag because y'all come here and ask me, is it okay to go to their house on a date? And I will always tell you no, unless you bring Aunt Ethel, a friend, you got tracking devices on you, and they live in a mansion with west wings and wings. Otherwise, don't go. Because what? Why are you going there? You don't know this man. But he's gonna cook for me. How romantic. No, girl, you gonna wake up feeling strange. That's what's gonna happen. Okay. What you gonna do? Y'all are crazy if y'all doing that. I don't know. The only time you should be invited to someone's house if there's a party, like a gathering, and it's like a housewarming or whatever. If there's a barbecue, a pool party, and there's lots of other people there. And you could bring someone, like a plus one. Okay. Or if you know this person and you've been out with them several times, y'all know each other, y'all have known each other for months and months, whatever, then maybe. Okay. But not on the first and second or third date. Okay. There you go. Thank you, Marissa. Marissa Money Girl. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't care how good he claims he can cook. Don't do it. Yeah, go tell him I prefer restaurants. Or you can say it in a nice way. Oh, you know what? I don't want to put you through all that work. You need to relax. We need to relax. We work so hard at doing too much in this world. We need to just relax. Let's let someone else cook for the evening. Let's go. I heard such and such restaurant is literal experience to go to, a fine dining experience. We should definitely treat ourselves, or you should treat me there. So let's go out. You deserve to be catered to, not by me, but by them. So just make a reservation. I don't want to put you through any of that trouble. Plus, if I don't like your food, I don't want you to be offended. Who are gonna love my food. Well, I don't know. I feel like I just feel more comfortable going out right now because, we're just getting to know each other. So let's let's see what we can do. Like make some reservations. Not finna come over your house food, basically. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said who's Aunt Ethel? You must be new here, ma'am. Okay, Aunt Ethel is a fictitious character that we make up so that we can get money for Aunt Ethel, so we could get out of situations because we have to go tend to Aunt Ethel. So, for example, if a man is talking about, well, what do you need all that money for? Or when you need money, you're like, oh, I had to pay Aunt Ethel's mortgage. She's old. And now, I don't want her to be kicked out on the street. And now I have to figure out how to pay mine. I'm saving up. I'm really trying. I might have to get a second a job, and then they'll be like, oh, well, how much do you need? Then when they want to roll around on the mattress, guess what? Aunt Ethel is sick and you got to go tend to her. So you can't roll around on the mattress because Aunt Ethel is called. Okay. Aunt Ethel is your get out of jail free card. Okay. She will rescue you and she don't even exist. All right. She's the patron saint of gold diggers to get them out of situations they don't want to be in. Okay. Or to get them more money. And if they want to meet Aunt Ethel, she don't meet people. Okay. But you can't have evidence of Aunt Ethel laying around in the back of your FaceTime like a little wig, a little moo and a cane. It's because she's been visiting or she's in the back room. She's left her wig in here. She's asleep. You can have some evidence of her, but he can never meet her. He can hear someone in the background. You play a YouTube video in the other room of some old lady jibber jabbering. He can hear some evidence of her. He can see evidence of her, but he'll never see the real her. 'Cause she don't like meeting people. All right. She can ask about him. Oh, Aunt Ethel asked about you. I told him. She can ask about him. You could talk to her about him after you tell him, I didn't talk to you. I didn't talk to Aunt Ethel about you. Like, she's a real character to him, but a fake character to you. But okay. He believes in her, but she's just, that's who Aunt Ethel is, baby. Okay. So when y'all hear me talking about Aunt Ethel, that means make it up, lie. You was with a man who was giving you money. He was going through a divorce. I got mad and FaceTime his wife. Now he's mad at me, doesn't want to speak to me. How do I handle this situation? Ma'am, you dumb. Let me tell you what. First of all, when a man tells you he's going through a divorce, he's lying. That's number one. Okay. He wasn't going through a divorce. That's why he mad. Do you understand? You stupid. Going through a divorce is code for I'm cheating on my wife. All right. Going through it when a man tells you out of his mouth that he's going through a divorce, he's lying. He is either separated from his wife or he's still married to her. And the reason why he tells you he's separated or he's going through a divorce is so you can be stupid enough to give your all to him and act like you the next Mrs. Such and such. Okay? And usually women file for divorce, not the men. Women will file for the divorce. The man want to have their cake and eat it too. They'll have you waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. That's why he mad, man. Did you see any divorce papers? Did you see any paperwork from this lawyer? Has he been to the lawyer's office? Does he have an attorney? What's his attorney's name? Okay. You're y'all need to stop believing what they say. Y'all need to understand what I'm telling you. He's mad because you busted him. He might be going through a divorce in the future. Now, you might have he might be going through one soon, but he might not have been going through one at all. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, so if he really was going through a divorce and he's mad at you for doing that, that's because you gave his wife evidence that he's cheating, and now she's gonna get half that money or more, and plus maybe alimony. Do you understand? So if you was hoping to get something out of him, if he really was getting a divorce, now it's gonna cost him a lot more in that divorce because now she got evidence because you gave it to her. So either you're real dumb or you help the lady out, and good for you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. The wife just came up. I know that's right. That wife gonna get alimony, half, everything. If she files for divorce or if she presents new evidence, good for her. But I don't know how happy you're gonna be about that and how much money you're gonna be able to collect off of them now, girl. But either way, your emotions won out over your own control. Never let your emotions control you. If you're young, that's understandable. You're just learning. But in the future, girl, think about your money. And if he wasn't giving you no money and you are done with him, then good for you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. So I don't know if y'all are still together or if he's still giving you money. If not, then you need to go find another one. Do I ever speak about social justice? Yes, I do. I sure do. Every day. If you're socially seen out with a dusty, they're going to think that you're a pygmy. And if you're not, that's just an injustice. You know why? Because they're going to think that you're a pygmy because you're dealing with some dust. That's why you need to go to the rich side of town. Because when they see you out socially on the rich side of town, they going to think you only deal with men that have money. And then they'll invite you to things because they don't think you're a pygmy and that you deal with dust and you ain't going to bring your dusty man somewhere and embarrass them. So therefore, you'll have social justice in your social life and get invited to better things if you hang out on the rich side of town and socialize with people with more money rather than broke people. Okay? Yes. You said my social justice is helping women every day. That's right, ma'am. Helping y'all get this bag socially. Now, go get it. Your city don't have a rich side. Time to move. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, you can't come up with there ain't no money, ma'am. They don't go together. Okay. She literally is helping women not have to be broke. Social rich baby justice. Exactly. Get your money, man. Now, if it was my job to speak about social injustices and I was hired to do that, and I was getting paid to do that, I might, maybe. I don't know what position does that, but I didn't apply for it, so why would I do it? It don't make no sense. You got approached by what? An old doctor and his brother at a Wawa. What's a Wawa? Y'all. Okay. Well, did you get some money, ma'am? I don't know. What, you got a date with one of them? What's happening? He likes me, but he doesn't says. Does he pays? Because y'all living in cuckoo land. He likes me, but he doesn't says. Well, does he give you money? Does he pay you? Then I'll believe you. If not, I don't believe. I don't believe you. Okay, y'all sitting over there talking about he like you, but he don't say nothing. He doesn't say he like me. Okay, well, does he pay like he like you? Does he give you money like he likes you? He what? He filed for divorce and now he's mad that the wife found out again. How do you get him back to keep taking his money? Girl, you need to have a roster if you're going to be calling his wife, ma'am. You need to have an extra if you're going to be doing stupid stuff like that. Okay. Um, he filed, but now she gonna get his money. So that's what you did. That's why you can't get him back because he's mad right now. What he might do is go get another one. If it were me and I was stupid and did something dumb like that, let me see. What would I do? I would just go talk to another one. And if he come back, then I'll still charge him a reentry fee for making me mad. And then like if he want to give me money, then great. If not, I'm keeping a roster because I'm not finna be no pick me to somebody that you got to go and run and call their wife. Girl, you have to get another one. If he wants you back, he'll come get you. Okay. Now, do you not understand what if you're going through a divorce that certain evidences can change everything that you gave? You know what I'm saying? Like, did you not know that? You just messed him up financially. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's you mad, girl. You messed him up financially. He might have filed for divorce, but she finna walk away with a lot of money if he got money. You just gave your money to her. That's basically what you did. All right. So he's mad. I mean, men get mad about money, girl. You better go find you another one until he cool down and try to come back. All right. How does this liberate women? Women already been liberated, girl. Bye. Or sir, bye. Women already been liberated. Now we getting the money. You're a provider, boyfriend, and what? A provider, boyfriend, and I got okay, y'all got into an argument. You told him open your wallet so I can remember why I'm even with you. He fell silent. This is my third similar remark. How do I make him forget my rude comments? You don't, girl. You need to work on ego. You're training him to understand he needs to shut up and spend his money. Good for you. Now you ignore him like you got options and he'll be back. Men love mean women, darling. You're good. If you can't if you think it's getting too crazy, then stop talking at all, okay? If you think it's getting too crazy, just give him the silent treatment if you're gonna say something stupid, okay? And if he says, "Well, why aren't you talking to me? What are you thinking about?" Then pull up the pair of shoes you want, pull up the purse you want, okay? Get money out of it. You don't have to tell him, this is why I'm with you for your money. You just make him pay. He'll figure it out. Okay. What do you think about men that take a cut of woman's income? Well, are you in business with this man? Are y'all business partners? Do you work for him? Are y'all partners? Is it some type of thing, or are you married to him? Is this your man? Is your boyfriend? Like, which one is it? Because if it's not business and you rolling around on the mattress with him, then it's a problem. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's right. Mm, y'all are silly. You said not all my advice works in reality. If you look good, it work, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you look good, you're on the rich side of town, you got confidence, and you got high standards, it works. If it ain't working, work on yourself. That's all I can tell you. Okay? And not everybody is the same. You got to come from different angles. You can't do everything exactly the same way another chick is going to do. You got to get the information and tweak it to your reality. Okay? That's why I don't do courses, because if I wrote down everything I'm telling y'all, y'all going to be trying to go step by step, but going to forget to take the bonnet off your head in public, you know? So I'm not saying that's what you're doing. I'm saying it's not going to work the same for everybody. You got to tweak it to your reality, you know? If you're old, you need to go older than you, you know? If you're not a perfect 10, you need to find a perfect 2, a man who's a perfect 2 who will appreciate that you're a 5. Do you understand? You can't be looking for looks. You only got to be looking for money and desperation. He out there desperate. He got money. There you go. That's your target. Okay. You're not finna come down the aisle with Prince Charming. You finna come down there with Quasimodo. He gonna have some money. Do you understand? Y'all ain't finna be no power TikTok couple. You finna get his money and you finna leave him in the house and you finna go do what you need to do. Do you understand? When I'm telling y'all something, y'all don't listen to the real message. And then what you gonna do is gonna start a business and get your money up. You understand? Y'all out here trying to be seen and heard and get y'all a TikTok man and a boyfriend and show them off. And the whole point of it is not to show them off. So my relationship advice is financial advice. It ain't even relationship advice. It's how to get this money. Okay? The money is the goal, not even the man. All right? The man come with the money, great. If you can tolerate him, wonderful. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm not a relationship coach. I am a financial advisor. And if you're going to be dating a man, you need to have some money. You need to be coming up. You need to be benefiting. Period. Moving to Dallas, can't find a place. Where's the rich side? Girl, Google that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't live in Dallas. I live in Houston. You need to Google that, chat GPT that, baby. Ask somebody. Anyone live in Dallas? Y'all can help her out? Rita? Okay, read the comments. And somebody in Dallas, they're going to help you, girl. I do not live in Dallas. Okay. Let me tell you the reality, because some people, y'all say my advice don't work. Look, y'all want to see how much makeup I have? Y'all hear all this? This is makeup. I put this on every day. I don't leave the house looking like who did it why. Okay? I might run my future man. Before I was married, I did the same thing, and I ran into my future husband. You understand? You got to stay ready, so you ain't got to get ready, man. Every day you leave your house, you can meet your future man. Every day. Every single time you step your foot out the door, you have the opportunity and the chance to have met your future husband. Y'all walking out looking like who did it and why. Them men are bypassing y'all, not making eye contact with y'all because you decided to run into Walgreens looking like you snuck on Earth. That's not my fault. I keep up here every day telling y'all to put that stuff on. Men don't approach me in Europe. They did in the US. Okay. Well, you know, them US men will come up to you, girl. You need to start saying you like US men. You like US men. Tell them European men they ain't about nothing. The ones that don't approach or pay. Okay. Some of them pay. They'll pay when they come to America though. Sprinkle. All right. So let me tell y'all. When y'all say my advice don't work for everyone, have you ever left your house looking like you stuck on Earth just to go to CVS? Well, you know what? Your future husband could have been sitting in a car next to you and watched you get out looking like that and turned his head because he couldn't believe, you know, he didn't want to look at that. But if you had came out looking cute, like I do every day, He might have got out of his car and pretended like he needs something at the store just to come meet you. But guess what? You out there looking like you stuck on earth, and now you saying my advice don't work when I tell you to get up every day and make yourself look good, feel good, and look feminine, so men will rush to open the door for you. Okay, don't blame me, blame yourself. You said that's right. You're only here for financial, yeah, knowledge. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Anyway, y'all got to do better and stop looking for somebody to blame. Look at the mirror. Okay. Because y'all think y'all's future husband is going to be where you want him to be when you decide to get dressed up and go out. No, he could be waiting at the gas station. You don't know. You don't know where he at. That's why you need to stay ready. You don't know if he's a doctor in the emergency room. Are you taking your real Aunt Ethel in? And you decide to escape the house with a bonnet on? You might have just missed your chance. Okay? So, y'all better stay ready. Because that's one of the things that I teach. Stay ready. Did you remember that one? Okay. You said you met your husband at a gas station, girl. Why is it on Shira to care about issues of the world? When Earth becomes mine, I'll care about the whole entire planet. When it's mine. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Give it a world, and I'll care about everything in it. It ain't mine. I don't run it. I got to pay to live here. Girl, no. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Gotta be ready. Runway ready. That's right. Look, y'all don't come here to talking about speak about this, speak about that. Why? I'm not a spokesperson for that. Ain't nobody paying me to speak about this or speak about that. I'm not the spokesperson. Okay? Go find the spokesperson. Go ask Melania Trump, baby. She in the White House. Why y'all asking me? How does stuff? Well, he does stuff to impress you, but not spend time with me. Good, get his money. We don't care about his time. Spend time with the other one and get this one's money. All right, wonderful. Guy asked me to be his girlfriend on second date. He just booked our trip to Tulum and bought me outfits. How do I get him to continue spending without being his girlfriend? Okay. Now you have a whole list to make. Let me get you ready. Make you a whole list of stuff you got to do before you travel. And it has to cost money, and you got to collect that money from him or else. But make sure, okay, you already booked the trip, okay? And wait like 3 days before y'all leave, or maybe 2 if you're really pretty. Wait 2 days before y'all leave, and then hit him with that list of stuff that he got to pay for, or else you can't go to the trip. Okay? Get all excited, paint the picture in his head about what y'all gonna be doing on the trip, and then be like, but before I can travel, I need this much money for this. I need to pay my bills up for the month. I need to board my fake 5 dogs that you don't have. I need to make sure someone's caring for Aunt Ethel while I'm away. I need to make sure my car notes paid up, my insurance, before I leave the country or the city or wherever you at. Make a list of stuff that you need him to do. Okay. I need to go get my spa treatment. I need to go get waxed. I need to go get my, whatever my hair color. You need a list. And you need to take all that money and put it in your bank account. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And then when you get on that trip, If you don't want to be his girlfriend, guess what? Things are going to go south. You're not going to feel well. He's going to irritate you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You understand? You're going to pretend you saw your ex over there in the same hotel that you're staying in. You're going to pretend your ex is staying there. Something, girl. You're going to do something. You took it out of it. What do I say to this guy who asked me if I have feelings for him when I have a boyfriend? Ask him if he got money for you. To tell him you might have some type of feelings if he got some type of money. I only have feelings for providers, sir. As you would. Mm-hmm. Can I text him boundary? Girls, don't do too much. Stop it, ma'am. Stop it right now. Look. This is what you're going to look like if you do this, ma'am. Ooh, thank you, Jonah. She sent me some money, girl. Donnie, thank you, girl. Hold on, let me see these cash apps real quick, then I'm gonna answer your question. What you look like? You know what you look like, girl. What the heck? Thank you, Jonah. She says leaving a comment. Okay, girl, I might be too late now. Oh no, it was just a second ago. Thank you. Okay, dust free. Okay, let me. Okay, where are you at, girl? Let me answer this question and just rewrite your comment if I see it. So you look like a pygmisha when you're doing all that writing in them comments. If you won't write that much, you need to write a book, a memoir, a life story, and then don't show it to him. Okay? Stop writing all this crap down. If you have boundaries, you tell him one time. If you don't listen to him, he don't respect him. Red flag. You understand? You don't got to text him out so he can memorize, baby. He don't want to memorize. He should know most people's boundaries anyway. If he's crossing them on purpose, he's trying to trigger you. You understand? Someone said just enforce the boundaries. When he crossed the boundaries, stop responding to him. When he says what's wrong, then you tell him. Like, I don't do that. I don't tolerate that. They want a list to break up. Exactly. Don't be texting all that crap. This is some pick me stuff, girl. When he break the boundary, punish him. Charge him. You said imagine a man reading a book on how to be a man. In this day and age, they gonna need one. All right. She's giving her 10 commandments. Girl, don't do that. Don't be Moses, ma'am. Don't do too much, baby. You're doing too much. You're putting in more effort in the relationship than he is. And now you look stupid. Don't do it. Refrain from texting him all these boundaries and crap. He's not gonna read. You said those who really have boundaries don't go around advertising them, they just enforce them. Exactly. Okay. I'm glad we got that out of the way, girl. Because that's a hot mess. Okay. Okay, you said, okay, I went on a date. The next day, he said, come to my place as a second date. I said, okay, but send me $5 to my address. He said, no, dismissed. All right. Girl, he was trying to roll around on the mattress. Mm. He want to take you to Vegas, but I want my credit card paid. Tell him you don't feel comfortable going to Vegas or gambling while you in debt. So if he can pay your credit card off, you'll go with him. If not, tell him have fun. That's right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So it just feels very irresponsible. I say you have no business in Vegas if he can't pay your credit card, because all you're gonna do is take the money he give you to gamble and go pay on your bill. You might as well pay it so you can have fun, right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's like I'm not gonna be able to concentrate on it. Every time you give me money to go gamble, I'm just gonna put it on my credit card bill. You might as well just pay it off so I can have fun. That's what you need to tell him, because it ain't working. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Don't go anywhere with a man unless you are debt free. Exactly, ma'am. Don't be his arm candy in Vegas unless he pays your credit card bills off, pay some of them bills. Okay. Do you know how many women get taken to Vegas every day? They're not special. It's nothing special. Get them credit card bills paid. I'm serious. Do you know how many women are on a plane right now going to Vegas with some old dude or some random dude? Many. Now, how many of them got their credit card bills paid off? Probably some of them, the smarter one. The dumb one's over there on the plane for free. So do we ever get our feelings involved or no? Okay. Who formula? 1 to 10. He like you times 10, you like him times 1. Okay? That's how. Okay? He likes you times 10, you like him times 1. That's the dynamic. Otherwise, it'll never work. Not in your favor anyway. You say he used his credit card points on a whole trip. Oh my goodness. You said, okay, so your boyfriend just joked about being a stay-at-home dad. Tell him he better have a stay-at-home business then. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Someone said block him. Said, well, that's good if you got a stay-at-home business. Otherwise, you better get your butt up and go to work. Do you got a stay-at-home business? Then you ain't finna be no stay-at-home dad. So you said that's not a joke. He was being real. So he telling you the future. He gonna quit his job once he got you, girl. Don't do it. Make sure he got several streams of income and the type of lifestyle you want already. Or tell him he better keep himself at work. Don't do it. Tell him just for saying that he got to go get 2 jobs. That's right. Or 2 streams of income. He just saying that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said the opposite of that's a threat. Yep. You better make sure he got several streams of income before he start talking again. You're like, well, you know what? When you said that thing, it really turned me off. So you better go get 2 jobs just in case, so I can sleep at night. 2. You ain't ever gonna see us. Thank you, Portia Fox. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate you. Just what? Do I tell him that my credit card that needs to be paid, or it's an aunt? How old is this man? Is he old, or he close to your same age? If he old, just tell him, girl, because he'd already know why you're there. If he's close to your age, Tell him you need to care for your aunt before you leave. You need to care for you need somebody to come water your plants, feed your animals. Even if you ain't got no animals. Okay. He don't know that. Tell him you just adopted some. I don't know. Tell him you got to get some stuff paid up before you leave, or you don't feel comfortable and you're not going to enjoy yourself. If he says, oh, well, don't worry about it, I'll pay it when we get back, say, no, I'll just stay here. You go have fun. I'll figure it out. That means if you don't pay, you ain't going. You're not going if he doesn't pay. At least tell him to pay half of it. Then when you get to Vegas and he gives you money to gamble, just go take it and pay the rest of it off. Okay? If he really wants you to have fun, he's going to pay it off. Okay? If you got money to gamble and waste, he got money to pay the credit card. Your provider's mama keeps asking him for money. What to do? Asking for more. Asking for some money too. Shoot, if she can get hers, you can get yours. As long as it's not affecting your money, who cares? Mm-hmm. You said if you lost your family young, do you lie? Yes, you do. Don't give them no information about nothing. Let them believe whatever you tell them. Okay? Because you don't know if that's going to be a person that's going to stick around or not, or try to, manipulate you in some sort of way. Just don't tell perfect strangers all your business. That's number one. Okay? Why y'all think it's okay to do that? I have no idea. Y'all need to just not even talk. Stick to the subject. Don't volunteer information either. Can I train him to be loyal with my interest in him? Yeah, if he's a dog. Train him to be loyal to what? To you? Yeah, if you tie him up on a leash in the backyard and feed him, only if he does right, yes. Y'all are asking the dumbest questions today. Can you train him to be loyal? Yeah, by having a roster and options. Look, let me tell y'all something. Y'all want a man to be faithful so bad. You base your entire life, existence, and nervous system around a man being perfect, and you know dang well you don't know no faithful men. You know darn well that you don't know any faithful men. You can't even look at one. You can't even throw a handful of change and hit a faithful man. Do you understand? So what makes you think you finna find one and train one? Okay? Why don't you train him to just give you some money? That's even better. Make him a faithful provider, faithful in providing, faithful direct depositor. Okay? Train his money. Exactly. You could train a man to give you money, though. That's for sure. Now, let me tell y'all, see, you get a hand of change, right? If you throw it at a pile, if you throw that pile of change at a crowd of men, everybody you hit is going to have been a cheater at one point. All right? You take that same amount of change and throw it at another crowd of men, you're going to hit some providers. Do you understand what I'm telling you? You're going to hit some providers, but everybody you hit is going to be a cheater. So let's focus on reality. Let's focus on reality. And let's get this money. You want to get a breakfast this morning, and this man couldn't even get his eye. Oh, you went to breakfast this morning. This man couldn't get his eyes off of me, and his woman was right at the table with him. Okay, good for you. Got his attention. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All men gonna cheat, girl. They just need an opportunity. You said for faithful funds. That's what you need. You like the odds of hitting a provider better? Exactly. You're more likely to find a provider than a faithful man. Just don't tell you. Mm-hmm. Train the money. You be looking at cars and bank statements, Siren? I know that's right. What? So yeah, sometimes when they invite you to their house, now listen to me. This is going to be about the house, the topic. Sometimes when they invite you to their house, they're married and the wife is out of town or the girlfriend out of town. Listen to me carefully. A man will invite you to his own home where he lives with his wife and possible children if they are not there. Should we have a roster in marriages if he is rich but not very rich? What if he's a good man? You should do whatever you need to do and whatever you want to do. It's your free will. If you feel the need to have a roster, have one. If you don't, then you don't need one. But you need to stay looking good. So if you need one, you can go get one at any time. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You need to use the money he gives you to start a business. Whatever. You need to do something. You can't totally put all your eggs in one basket. So if you don't want a roster, then get his money and start a business. If you want a business and a roster, that's up to you. Mm-hmm. You said Shira 7, repent. Okay. I repent that there's dust in this world. I repent that men want everything for free and are acting like women. I rebuke them and I repent for every woman who has given money to Dusty. I repent for every woman who has continued a dusty generation. I repent for any woman who has agreed to be in relationships and roll around on air mattresses with dust. And I rebuke all of it. I rebuke the dust demons and the poverty demons, and I rebuke it all. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes. Mama say, Mama Simon, Mama Kusai. I rebuke the dust. I rebuke all Pygmisha activities and dusty activities. Y'all need to repent for being dusties. Get on your knees right now and say, I repent for being so dusty. I should have did better. Get on your knees and say you repent for being dusty and you're going to try to reform from being dusty. Get on your knees. You repent for being dusty. Okay? Because that's the only sin I see over y'all over there being dusty, expecting women to be faithful to some dust. Y'all over there talking to the prize and you sitting over there dusty. You said the sin of idolatry, the sin of dustiness. Okay? It's a sin to be dusty, girl, sir. I think that's a man. Are you a man? It's a sin to be dusty. All right. You said repent for your broke, cheap, and lying ways. Idiot. It literally is a sin to be dusty. You don't believe me? Y'all sitting over there in y'all dustiness. Don't even know it's a sin. That's a sin. That's a sin right there. The audacity of the dust. Okay. You're obsessed with how cute this room is, though. Oh, girl, thank you, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're a man? Oh, well, I couldn't tell. Sitting over there sounding very feminine. Where my drink? I mean, you are in a woman's chat. Excuse me. You're not putting any money there. So these women are outdoing you, running circles around you. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. I rebuke any dust up in here. Y'all need to go back from ashes to dust to dust, back to where y'all came from, your mama's couch, your mama's house, your mama's basement, wherever. If you don't want to, I'm so sorry. You don't to roam the streets looking for your next pick-me-sha and some free shelter. I don't know what to tell you, ma'am. I'm so sorry. I mean, sir, excuse me. Getting all mixed up over here because you acting like a woman. She was unmatched. Thank you, Grand Duchess. But thank you, Chelsea. Sprinkle, sprinkle, girl. You know you've been gay for pay too. Daniel, I'm sure if the right amount was offered, you'd bend over too, sir. You one paycheck away from being gay for pay. You said I support lesbians. I support everybody. Yes, I do. I support lesbians, gays, trans, whatever. The ones that's confused or don't even know what they are, I support them too. Till they figure it out. Okay. As long as they're getting some money. And when you turn gay for pay, I'll support you too, sir. And maybe you already have. You started going to the Ritz-Carlton. Hold on, let me see what you're talking about. For a happy hour, how do I stand out and to be approached in a business-savvy atmosphere at the bar by a provider? Okay, you better dress like you there for business and not for rolling. Okay. I usually don't like y'all going to hotels, but the Ritz-Carlton, I mean, it's open literally to the public and some people go there. So if it's like a bougie hotel like that and many people go there for happy hour, then just dress business casual. Okay. And only be there for networking and let the man cross the line and ask you for like, oh, well, do you come here often? Like, no, I don't. Because a lot of them go think you're an escort if you're in a hotel, but if it's the Ritz-Carlton, they might just think you're there for happy hour, like you said. But dress business appropriate if you're there for business networking. And let them get drunk enough to cross the line. Okay? Don't flirt too hard, but just let them do all the work, man. Mm-hmm. That men do not have wombs. You sure you sound like you on your period though? You acting like you got a womb. Get out of here. You acting like it's that time for you. You know what it is? It's them chicken wings. Lay off of them. They got too many hormones and estrogen up in them. Okay. You said talking about traveling and money, and I blocked him. I just talked about spending it on me. Yeah. Girl. Yeah, if they're not spending and they're not generous and they're not taking no action towards doing what you need them to do next, actually unblock feed, then block. Because just in case they want to talk to you one more time, they can pay you that unblock fee. Or if they're serious about you and they were just stupid and didn't realize that you're not the one to mess with, then they'll pay the unblock fee. But before you block them, send an unblock fee. Just in case. You never know, girl. Get you some little money. Okay? You never know. Okay. Go to the what? Spray my spray. Oh, you mean my dust repellent? Girl, yes. Let me get this dust up out of here. Dust be gone. Dust repellent. Actually, this is love potion number 7, my perfume. But dust be gone. Go back to your mama house. The only woman that love you for you. Goodbye. Maybe. Sometimes you say you're an escort and it turns man on. Girl, you're going to end up in jail. Unless it's legal where you at. Where you at, girl? Girl, don't say that, girl. You're going to get kicked out wherever you at. What? Tell her she doing it wrong, baby. What? You said somebody said women are ready to be providers now. Yeah, Pick Mishas and Barbara the Builder's always been providers. Which y'all ain't in them comments. Y'all ain't on them lives. Y'all don't want that. Y'all don't want no woman telling y'all what to do. You already have a mama for that. Your man spent most of his money on me after a year and now he's rebuilding. But he tells me, I'm sorry, you deserve a richer man. I start losing respect. Well, then go get you a richer man. He told you what to do, girl. He's trying to help you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He doesn't have enough for you. All he's gonna do is resent you later on and you're gonna regret it. So go get you a better one. Keep him as a friend. Start your roster. Keep him as a friend. He's not able to do what you need him to do. He don't like you enough to get up and go make more money. Okay? He don't like you enough to get up and figure it out. He don't like you enough to get 5, 4, or even 3 streams of income. He don't like you enough to go do all of that. He doesn't have the ambition. You're not the one that he's going to get up and go do that for. Now, if you were the one that he can't lose, he's going to find some money. Believe me. All right? He'll look for somebody that'll accept him as he is with his salary. Maybe that's not for you. Maybe you need to listen. Okay? Because if you ever have kids, they're going to be looking for some money too. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Go, leave, baby. Go away. Believe me. I don't care what you feel. He told you the truth. He does not plan on improving. Go away. Find a man that already got what you need and knows how to get it over and over and over and has a good savings and has it continuously coming in. All right, go out. Go to rich side of town, baby. All right. You said he's doing that on purpose, trying to get you to go. Well, don't leave until you replace him, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Collect what he got until you got another one. Smooth transition, ma'am. How do we maintain the provider to only be providing for us, not others? Spend a lot of it, ma'am. Do big stuff with it. Okay. Big projects, house projects, jewelry, trips, big stuff. Okay. If you got big money, you got to do big stuff. You got to spend big. So he can't be spending it on other people. You got to spend big. Okay. If you don't spend big, somebody else gonna be spending it. Listen to me. Mm-hmm. Time to renovate. Time to do something with the backyard. Time to do some landscaping. Time to go on a trip. Like, you spend it, girl. He don't know what you finna spend next, so he can't give it to her. You don't know what project you start next week. You understand? And if the money dry up, you're gonna be wondering where it's at. And then he gonna have to explain. Then that's when you're gonna start digging. So spend. Mm-hmm. Now, if y'all don't like what y'all are hearing, if there's some men out there that don't like what they're hearing, then just do right, and you don't have to worry about it. But since y'all don't do right, we can't play fair in an unfair world. Y'all know this. Men are getting mad when they hear women say, "Ooh, they just spend all my money, so I can't spend it." Well, if you was a good, decent, honest person in the first place, and you were trustworthy and doing right, and not having to, and not be out there acting stupid, women might not have to do that. But since you ain't gave them no other choice, that's what they doing. All right, y'all want to act right and reform society by acting correct, maybe things would change. But y'all act the fool. Oh, we gotta act the fool. Do you understand? Sprinkle, sprinkle. If y'all act the fool, why can't we act the fool and get our money at the same time? See, y'all acting a fool spending money, but we're acting a fool taking money. There's a difference. We ain't the same. You said if we do it better, exactly, and we can do it with get money from several guys at the same time, while you only rolling around with one and spending money, and you got to pay for the other one. It might not even be getting none. Y'all better. I'm telling y'all, if men want a better relationship dynamic, it's on them. It ain't on us no more. We done. We just gonna collect the money. I'm serious. Like, women are like, I'm done. I'm just gonna collect this money. Or if you're gonna be in my presence, I'm just gonna collect your money. So if you're a good person and you've proven it and you've earned it and you've done this and you're a provider, and yeah, you might can stick around. But other than that, oop. Mm-hmm. Why else is he going to do with the money? Exactly. Spending on women brings men more blessings. That's true too. So that's why they need to spend. Uh-oh. Okay, Elias. You're in your 20s, you live alone, you don't believe in rolling. I'm very firm. How do I control my emotions on the fantasy of that could be the lock into the money? Okay. The fantasy. You just lie. Act like you like rolling around on the mattress. Act like you might roll around on the mattress. Act like it could be in 2 weeks from now, 2 months from now. You don't know. You just got to feel. You got to get to know them. You got to feel close and comfortable and secure with them financially and also, physically. They don't know that you ain't never gonna roll with them. You don't tell them. Tell them, well, you know what? I think you should get us a room at name some fancy hotel in like 2 weeks from now. You get them to spend money on you. You're gonna be spending money left and right, right? Then all of a sudden, Aunt Ethel gonna be sick the day before you got to go to the hotel, right? Then tell them you don't take a rain check. Okay, lie and drag them out, drag it along, start all over. Okay. You said create hurdles and obstacles. Exactly. But act like you want to do it. That's how you lie. But don't talk about it too much. Just when they start to mention it, it's like, you know what? I'm so glad that you brought that up. I've been thinking too. Maybe you should book us a room for then name a date that's coming up very soon. And smile. It's like, But until then, let's just focus on getting to know each other. That means that room is going to be booked, and in the meantime, you can ask for whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Then all of a sudden, Aunt Ethel gonna be sick on the day of or the day before, and you can't make it. All right? You've been lying years about rolling around. Good for you, man. Keep lying. See, this is the funny thing. When men think that women have a roster, they think that they're sleeping with all those men. No, those women are eating for free and collecting money, most of them. And they're ducking and dodging that mattress with Aunt Ethel, Shira 7, and a bunch of lies. Do you understand what I'm telling y'all? See, the problem is men want to sleep with everybody on a roster because they sitting over there thinking, oh, so if I'm paying, they should sleep with me, and they're gonna keep trying to sleep with them, and that's why we win, because they keep. So it's in your favor. What? What would you? But who would you date if you were to date someone today? Who? Girl, I don't know everybody in this world. Somebody rich, don't have no bad breath, teeth look all right. No teeth throwing gang signs, okay? Teeth gotta be on, gotta look decent because no, I don't believe in no gingivitis and halitosis. So, um, if they're super rich, they can be short. I don't mind. No short king. All right. If they're just regular rich, they gotta be tall. All right. And they have to like Michael Jackson. They don't like Michael Jackson, that's a deal breaker. You got to go. Like, what? You don't like Michael Jackson? Something wrong with you. Red flag. Okay. Of course they gotta like me times 10, baby. Nothing less. I don't know who that is, but you know what? If they exist, wonderful. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, and they gotta be generous. Okay. And they got to pay bills and be a provider. Forgot that main most important part of all. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Now, is that what I'm looking for? No. Is that what's looking for me? Maybe. But I ain't looking for nothing. All right. Shira, how do I glow up? Get in the mirror, get up early in the morning, get in the mirror, and make yourself look good every day and improve on each day. That's it. How do you train this man to give me money and his credit card? By assuming that he will, by talking real quick and assuming that he already is going to do it, by reaching out your hand as if it's the norm. Okay. By acting like it's not a big deal, by acting like it's the normal thing. You understand? So, for example, when y'all walking around and you see something, you're like, oh my gosh, give me, come in here and buy this for me. It's so cute. You're online on your phone. Oh my gosh, let me use your card. I'm going to buy these shoes. They're going to look so good in that outfit. Remember, we're going here tomorrow? Give me your card. I need the shoes. Assume. Don't ask. Now, you're already in a relationship with this man, right? So that should be easy. Assume that like it's normal, like everybody does that for you. Whoever you end up with, whoever you was with before, whoever you are with now, and whoever you end up with in the future, gonna be doing that. So they might as well just go ahead and hop on the bandwagon and give you the cards, Act like it's no big deal, because if they try to make it a big deal, they're gonna look broke, or they're gonna look like they don't like you, or they're gonna look like something's wrong with their money. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna have to just do it because the men are ego driven. You're gonna act like it's no big deal. Come on, give me your card. What's wrong? Just gonna pay for my TikTok card. Oh my gosh. You on Chanel, girl. You on the Chanel website talking about you gonna pay for your TikTok card. Oopsie. What do you do about the in-laws? You're okay, you got in-laws? Act like you're too good for them. Then they'll try to prove themselves to you. I keep telling y'all this. See, y'all keep trying to prove yourselves to them, and they need to be trying to prove themselves to you. You need to be extra bougie. You need to get your feather robe and your feather slippers and your little champagne glass. And when they come over, you need to be walking around the house, fluttering around the house like you're all that. Okay, when they say something to you, excuse me, I'm gonna take a bubble bath. I'll see. I'm stressed. I gotta go. You act like a bougie person, like they don't matter, and then they'll be trying to impress you. They're like, oh, where did you get that robe? I love it. Oh, this whole thing. Well, do you like it? Well, maybe we'll get you one for Christmas. You know, you got to flip the script on them people, girl, because they be treating you, be acting like that you're trying to serve them. You got that's your house. They come over, that's your house. Remember that. Act like it. Take up space. Be bold. This is your house. Okay? If you're going over their house, start looking around for dust. Then they'll be insecure. Okay? Learn how to do nice nasty, baby. Start looking around the house for dust, maybe. That's the mom will clock it. She'll be like, what are you for? Oh, nothing. Then when you like touch something by accident and then just go like this. And don't try to touch and don't touch nothing else. Be like, just stand up. When she asks you to have a seat, when she says sit down, be like take a while to find your seat. Look at it. Make sure it's not dirty. Ain't no fur on no from no pets. Then look around a little bit more. Look uncomfortable when you sit, like you're disgusted almost, but not quite. You're trying to fake a smile, just like sit up real stiff and straight. They're gonna be like, what? Are you comfortable? What's wrong with the couch? Would you like something to drink? And you're like, oh, well, I don't know. What do you have? And then you're like, well, then they're gonna be listing all the stuff they got, and then you're like, then you ask for something else that they didn't list. And they're like, no, we don't have that. Okay, well then I guess I'll take such and such. Then they're gonna get up and hop up and get it. Why? Because you don't like their house. You're scared to sit down. You're clocking dust everywhere. Now they there to please you. Do you understand? Flip script now. It's the game, a mindset. Whoever invests less. Huh? It's the game. No, whatever man invests the most wants you in their future the most. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's it. Whatever man, because you need a roster. You got to have several men at the same time. You don't got to be sleeping with them. But whoever invests the most money, energy, and time wants you there long term. The one that invests the least, has the least amount of effort, least amount of money, you're a placeholder to them. His new girlfriend is pick me final boss. Okay, Kim. What? K Jim? Okay. Can't help but think had I done more, we would still be together. She buys him hotel rooms, pays for dates, 50-50. I would never. Will this last? I don't know why I'm sad. Girl, he gonna go to pick me, should have picked me, should have picked me. You know why? Because he's not a man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He gonna be one of them old men that's wearing a short set, that's been starched and ironed, still letting a grown woman take care of him. And he ain't gonna be able to say nothing. He gonna have to go run her errands, borrow her car, or if his car break down, he'll never get respect from anybody. He gonna be like just pathetic for most of his life, man. Don't worry about it. Next. You're going to cosmetology school to formulate your own skincare beauty line. What advice would you give me as far as time business owner? First time business owner. You finna honestly, honestly, if you're gonna go through all that, it's gonna take you a long time. But they already okay, listen, they already have skincare stuff already pre-formulated. You just add extra stuff to it. Now, you can do that and take the long route. It's gonna cost you more. Or you can get a skincare line that's already created and put your label on it. It's up to you. If you want to take the long route, if you got the money, you got the time, you got the energy, and by the time it comes out, you think it's got an advantage over the other stuff, then yeah. If not, if it's just going to blend in with the rest of the stuff and it's not going to be anything, if it's going to have a lot of competition, I would start off small and grow the business. I wouldn't start off big at all. I would start off small and maybe introduce 1 or 2 products and then make money off of that and then grow it bigger. Don't do the whole thing at once, because if it fails, because of, let's say some new technology comes out in skincare and you didn't put it in your formulas, now you got a bunch of inventory you can't move. So you got to be very careful when it comes to skincare and stuff like that, because there are people that invested a lot of money in some skincare and then all of a sudden, like this Korean skincare took over, right? And now nobody's buying that old stuff, even though it's expensive name brand stuff or whatever. Nobody's buying it anymore, you know? So you got to be careful when you're going into certain industries, because if something is not going to move, like sell wise, you're going to be stuck with that inventory. So start off small, introduce 1 product, then add to it. All right. Someone said you don't even need school for that. You really don't. Okay. All you need is some money. They already have Korean skincare lines. All you got to go do is buy one and put your name on it. It's literally it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Come up with a label, a logo, and a business name, and slap your name on it. It's already created. That's that simple. Okay. Fragrance is different though. Like my perfume, we created my formula. But skincare, it's already been created, and it's pretty much the same across the board if it's Korean skincare. Okay? Fragrances are personal, and you can create them. Skincare has already been created. Just get on what's hot and put your name on it. Don't buy a bunch of inventory, because like I said, start off small, because something could happen in 2 weeks from now and something else could go viral. Then you can put your money in that. So don't do too much. Do a little bit here and then see how that sells, and do it, because y'all know social media, TikTok and all that stuff is very fast paced. And if you do too much, you're going to be left with a lot of inventory. So you just do a little bit at a time and then build on that. You see my perfume 17 or 7 times now. I'm thinking about buying it. You should buy it, girl. I was on TikTok earlier today, and this lady said that she got some compliments when she was wearing my perfume by some men. And I was like, really? Like, they over there sniffing you? She's like, yeah, girl. I said, every time I spray myself with my perfume, I'm realizing I'm used to it, but other people aren't. So when I'm walking around and, walking like, it's like a scent trail, and it's oil based. So it's vanilla, praline, tonka bean, ginger, cinnamon, candy. Did I say coffee as well? And white floral and skin musk. So it's very, very feminine, and it's sweet and gourmand and feminine. So it's an elevated. And so what you're going to do is spray all your pulse points. If you want it to last longer, put on your oil, your lotion, your dusting powder. Then you spray the perfume, and you're going to be good to go. Okay. Girl said only a 10 out of 10 can marry rich. Thoughts? That's not true. Have you seen people's wives? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Girl, go look in the go in the rich neighborhoods and go walk around. Ain't no 10 out of 10s walking around. There's some good strategists out there walking around. They might have been a 10 out of 10 at one point. At some point, maybe they were never a 10 out of 10, but they figured out how to get that man. Maybe his mistress is a 10 out of 10, but his wife might not be. You did Tales from the Dusk. Can you do Tales of Success? Ooh, that's a good story. That's a good idea. Okay, Raw, I'll consider Tales of Success. Yes. That's not true. A 10 out of 10, all the supermodels will be married then. Okay, it's easy for Miss America, Miss Universe, and supermodels to get married. But what about all the other people that are married in the suburbs and in big gated communities? They're not no 10 out of 10s. Okay. They had equality. They looked good every day, and they make sure they, you know, flexed their best traits. That's all they do. I ain't no 10 out of 10. You know, a lot of women that are on the street, on the gated communities and at the country clubs, they ain't no 10 out of 10. And they not clocked in either. You got to have strategy and confidence. You got to make yourself look polished and presentable. You never have to be a 10 out of 10. You just need to look good to that man. Because you might be a 10 out of 10 to that man. Because that's all he can get. You know? Think about this. If you're an old, rich, disgusting billionaire, okay? Some of them are cute. Some of them are gross. All right? Do you think a 10 out of 10 supermodel is going to lay next to you every day? For real, for real? No. You're going to feel resented, rejected, disgusted. That the woman's going to be disgusted in your presence. You're going to know she don't like you. She don't want to be. Look at Melania. She don't want to be over there. Now, you're going to find someone that's maybe 5 and can stand you and give her the money. You know what I'm saying? She'll show up to you. She'll put on a dress and be seen out in public with you. She'll roll around on a mattress with you. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand, it's not about being a perfect 10. It's about who's comfortable with who. Who's confident enough to do this. You said I'm a 10 out of 10? Oh, thank you. So you're so sweet. But anyway, I appreciate you. What the heck? Uh-oh, sorry. Okay. Y'all got to understand the dynamic. Y'all always think, okay, this is how y'all picture men in yours. This is how y'all picture relationships in your mind. A beautiful, tall, handsome billionaire, I want to say beautiful 10 out of 10 woman. Girl, half them billionaires is ugly and looking like they snuck on Earth. All right? What they look like standing next to a supermodel that don't want to touch them. They got to find somebody that look like at least they like them. Come on. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Disney stores ain't real. When you're polished, men rush to open doors. When I'm regular, women rush. Choose wisely. Okay, Portia, sprinkle on that is right. Look, as long as you're polished, you got manners, you look decent, you try to get up every day and do your best, that's good enough. There are some people out here looking like who did it and why. And only choosing to look good one day a week. That ain't the same thing. A 5 can leave the house polished and wrinkle free every day and pull a millionaire versus a woman that leaves the house looking cute once a week and like, you know, she's still from the beauty supply shop every other day. Okay? The other lady who walks out of her house polished every day is more likely to get a man with money than somebody that's only dressing up once a week and looking like she's still from the beauty supply shop every day, every other day of the week. They don't go together. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's a lifestyle. Yeah, dress every day. Make it into a habit. You said, I know you said all men cheat, but I don't want him to cheat because I don't want to get no disease. Then tell him to wrap it up. From the very beginning. Tell him to wrap it up and you don't do nothing else because you don't trust men. You don't have to tell him you don't trust men. Just say, you know what? Just wrap it up. Just for you and me. I don't know what you're doing out there. But to be safe, so tell them it's a form of birth control. You ain't trying to have no kids. Just keep it wrapped up. Tell them to wrap it up. They make female condoms now. Wrap yourself up from the inside. I don't know. Just wrap it up from the beginning all the way to the end. You understand? And tell them that's just your method and that's what you like. That's it. If you said if you got a mistress, don't sleep with them. That's right. Tell them to go see her and make sure your bills is paid and your money is in your account. So you can't stop them from cheating. All you can do is cut them off in the bedroom or tell them to wrap it up. And you also make sure they bring you their vet record, their shot records, and all the tests they need to take every couple of months. There you go. If you know they cheat, don't even sleep with them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, you was with a man who's giving you money, but he's going through a divorce. I got mad. This is old. I'm sorry. I didn't scroll down long enough. Girl, we already discussed that. That was terrible. So let me ask y'all a question, ladies. Those who don't want a man who cheat because you're afraid of diseases, ma'am, then strap it up every time, all the time. Because how are you supposed to trust somebody 100% when you know people are liars? You see how that's ignorant? Let me tell you something. It's ignorant because y'all will believe a man when he tells you he's faithful. But then when you hear a woman say that no man is faithful, now you're scared. Why weren't you scared when a man opened his mouth and lied to you? You know what I'm saying? So you already know men are liars. You know, most of them probably are going to cheat at some point. So take precaution and protect yourself. You understand? That's all you can do. And just tell them, look, I love myself too much. I don't trust nobody on this planet Earth. Not even you. You might slip up. I don't know. Somebody could, get you at a weak moment. I would rather just, make sure we're always protected. And if you don't understand that, then he don't get none. All right. You wouldn't sleep with none of them. They sneak and sleep with men too. I know that's right. Probably do. A lot of them are in the closet and on the DL, so be careful. Mm-hmm. And if he says, but I won't do that, say, yeah, and then give him a fake story about somebody you know that happened to, and now you scared, and it ain't gonna be no other way. There you go. Just lie. You said I should have an admin to block people? I'll block a girl. All right. What about people who say rich people only want rich because their family don't want poor people or that come from poor families? Okay, well, that's usually the first wife, not the second wife. All right, so if you're the second wife, you got a better chance at getting into a rich family if he's already been married once to someone else. The first wife usually got money because he did what the family wanted him to do. He married the first wife who came from some money. After they divorced, now he married who he wants. That's usually how it goes. Okay, so if you're the second wife or the third wife, you ain't got to worry about none of that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Only the first wife got to worry about that. And most men that are married, that are rich, they go through wives. Look at Donald Trump. All right. So the starter wife most likely will have money. The second and third wife, probably not. So if you're going to be the second wife, you don't really have to worry. You just have to be proper and fit in. Because usually the offspring is already created with the rich wife and the rich husband, and now the kids got money. You're probably not going to be too much for offspring, and if you are, oh well, at least you need some proper manners. You need to look good or whatever. So be the second wife or the third wife, girl, not the first wife. First wife is throwaway. All right? I'm just being honest. Y'all can be mad all you want. Y'all know it's the truth. It's like the first pancake. Don't be the starter wife, okay? If you're marrying super rich into old money, make sure you're the second or the third wife, or just to any second or third wife. They don't mind. First wife, they're gonna be super picky. Okay. All right. They might not even marry the first wife as money if they can't stand her either. They might date her. They might be she might become a fiance, but she might not make it to the altar if he can't stand her. So you got a man you chatting online with the bikes of makeup. He texted you. He only texted him 10 minutes. Abundance is real. I know. You can't be afraid to ask for what you want in this world. Or you can't be afraid to make sure you think he's supposed to be giving it to you, because men are about ego. Okay? And if you know how to talk to them, they'll give it to you. You know what to say, they'll definitely give it to you. Mhm. Mhm. You don't want to be the starter wife. Oh my gosh, I just read that again. Hold on. You don't even need fake story. There are millions of true ones. Aunt Ethel keeps y'all are silly. Oh, y'all are silly. What if they say they only give you if it's an emergency? Then every day is an emergency. Every day is an emergency, ma'am. Tell them every time you ask them, tell them it's an emergency. Because you know what the emergency gonna be? That you finna go find another man. That's the emergency. Don't that sound like an emergency to you? The emergency is I'm about to go ask somebody else. Then it's time up for you, sir. You better go get he better give it to you. Your friend is on the second wife, and I am right 100%. She got it all. I know. That's what I'm telling y'all. Second wife, better life. What if he still has other wives because he's Muslim? Will be the spoiled one and have the highest standards of them all. All right. Go in there like you finna get everything you need and ask for because you're the special one. All right. But make sure you got his credit card. You can go shop anytime and spoil yourself. There you go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What should you say no average men on Facebook asking me out on dates? Should you say no to average men? Yes. What are you doing? Wasting time? Where he gonna take you? Applebee's? Chili's? You can go there by yourself. Okay, so what are these average men trying to do? Put you in an average house, in an average car, take you to an average restaurant? What you trying to do? You want that? Then don't date that, ma'am. Don't waste your time. Go big or go home. You on Facebook? You need to be in the private plane owning pilot and yacht clubs on Facebook where all the old men are. You be on there liking the pictures of them yachts. Do you understand? You need to be liking the pictures of them planes that they have that they fly in, that they have at the private airports. Okay, you could be on stuff like that. If you're on Facebook, you don't need to be in no average section. The heck? Don't you know Facebook is where all the old men are with the money? You need to go to pickleball, Facebook, golf courses, country clubs on Facebook. You on the wrong section, ma'am. The heck? You on the broke side of Facebook. You need to get the rich side of Facebook, ma'am. Join them groups. Okay. Mm-hmm. What? You came from money, so I always felt secure and never looked for a man with money. I went for looks. Now I'm 4 years into a 10 years total with this man who barely does 50-50. Well, that's your fault, ma'am. So if you come from money and you're a woman, why would you look for a handsome man that wants to do 50-50? That is a downgrade from your family. And as a woman, you're putting that like if you gonna procreate with him, you know what I'm saying? Like if you already come from money, like I'm watching what is that? What is that? 90 days before the fiance. I don't know what they call it. Where that rich lady from LA went to Australia and found her dusty. Girl, no. Y'all are just bringing the family down. Look, let me tell you something. If that man ain't got enough money to where you don't need your family money no more, you don't need to be worried about him. Okay? Don't go for looks, especially when you have money, because all they're gonna do is use your money and cheat on you anyway. Now you're gonna be looking stupid. So only deal with men who got more money than you or at least the same amount, okay? Or more. Or and has the potential to get more. Why? Because you're gonna end up taking care of him and he's gonna end up, using your money eventually. Okay. You said literally downgrade? Think of Bridgerton girl, they only married up. Girl. When are you moving into your new house? House tour? No, I'm not gonna do all that stuff. Y'all will see me in the pool, baby. I'm not doing all the house tours. I'm not one of them type of YouTubers anymore. Like y'all can see me when I move. I'll be moved soon, but this summer. Yeah. I'll be floating on my pool, drinking my drink, living my life. And I might show you bits and pieces. Maybe. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. Oh, Aunt Ethel Brown in the house. She became a new member. Hey, Aunt Ethel, how you doing? Somebody named themselves Aunt Ethel. You are funny. Yes, ma'am. Blue collar, what? Oh, he, well, my thing is, why should a man be comfortable being with, why should you What? Man be comfortable with being a man who has more money than him. What? A woman. Yeah. They're not supposed to be comfortable like that unless they're providing it for that woman 100%. Okay. So if she came from family money, he should be paying 100% of everything because your family money need to stay in your family and he need to be the provider. Exactly. Mhm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And okay, so if men are starting to invite you to their house and it's not in a really nice mansion or whatever, and it's not a party or a social gathering, it's, he wants to roll around on the mattress with you and he doesn't see that you're worthy of being taken out. Now, if y'all are in a relationship or y'all know each other and, it's been months and he wants to invite you over and he spent a lot of money and you just want to see where he lives, how he lives and da da da. Don't spend the night. You know what I'm saying? Don't do none of that stuff, especially if you haven't rolled around on the mattress with them. Go, oh, you have a really nice home, but it's early. Or it's getting late now, but you know what? I really got to go home and take care of Aunt Ethel. But it was lovely to see your home. It's very nice, and then bounce. But you don't go over there for no second, no third, no fourth date. It's after you get to know the man for real. You know. Then you go see how he lives. Then you just gotta bounce. You don't spend the night over there, especially if you're trying to you know, get on the deed eventually. How to ask for direct deposit. If he's old, just ask. You already know why he's there, ma'am. The sooner you ask, the faster you're going to get it if he's old. The longer you wait, he's going to think you like him for him. He's going to be confused. Okay? If you don't ask right away when they're old, it's not going to help. If they're old, ask right away. Now you ask like this. You know what? I really don't like talking about money that much. And I need help. I'm only however old you are. I'm only this old. So, if you just put me on direct deposit, we can focus on the relationship and having fun and doing whatever, we think about doing instead of me having to always talk to you about money because it's kind of awkward. Okay. Oh, don't worry. I have my phone. We can do it right here. Here, I download this app. Oh, okay. I got my laptop too. Hold on. Let me get my tote. Put it on in here. Here go the number. Let's get it. Be prepared too. They're old. Just say it. Because they already know why they are there. They already know that you're finna ask them for something. Half of y'all, okay, let me tell y'all are like 20, y'all are like late 20s, y'all are talking to these old men and you scared to ask them for something. Girl, that man know why he there. To pay, to give you what you want. Mm. You said, do I have any comments about the natural hair movement? Girl, I don't have no comments. Get a wig and wear your hair. Do whatever you want. Have options. You got options in hair, you got options in men, you got options everywhere. Some days you might want to wear a wig, some days you might not, but at least have some. At least have some options in everything. That's it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How to tell men about your startup? You don't. You tell them you need something else and then you put the money into your business. You never tell them about your business. Big mistake. Or you tell them about a fake business that don't concern them. Like, oh, I'm going to start an eyelash business. I want to sell lashes. And then really you're doing something else and you just get the money and put it towards that. And he says, oh, how's your eyelash business? Oh, it's doing okay. He can't expect too much money from no eyelashes, okay? But if you had invested in a dropship company, an online e-commerce store that he don't know about, or whatever, the less he know, the better, okay? And when he asks you about your business, oh, it's not doing that well, but it's doing okay. It keeps me busy though. He ain't gonna be looking for no a return on his investment. And plus, it's supposed to be a gift anyway. Don't tell them nothing because if it starts making a lot of money, they'll be like, "Hey, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have to tell him have a fake cover business for him to know about, and don't tell him about nothing else. Okay? He's not gonna be impressed by any of that. Da da da. Line, get his money, build yourself. All right. He should be too busy with his stuff to worry about what you're doing over there. Why is it the less he knows, the better? Tell him, ladies, or tell who is this, a girl or a guy? The less he knows, the better, because he can't talk about it later. Okay? He can't bring it up in an argument later. He can't say this. He can't say that later. Okay? He don't know nothing. So he ain't got nothing to talk about later. Do you understand? He can't hold nothing over your head because he don't know. You said because you can't trust him. Because the less they know, the better. Okay? That's why. Someone said he'll use it against you. Yeah. If you want to blabbermouth to somebody, talk to your therapist, talk to Chat GPT, talk to your mama. But don't talk to him. Yeah, because it ain't his business. Exactly. You said whenever he asks about the eyelash business, it's not doing well and you need more funding. Exactly. Have you a fake cover business that's non-threatening to him and keep stacking your money, man? Then when you got your money up, your bank accounts are up, and he start to fix his mouth to talk about your eyelash business isn't doing well at all. You suck. You're not even good at what you do. Why are you asking me for more money? Your eyelash company doing very well. Now he's sitting over there throwing it in your face. Imagine what he would have done with the other one, the real business. Okay, so you give him fake stuff to know, and keep your real information to yourself. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. And that's what you do. Tell them you need money for advertising. I gotta pay for $1,000 TikTok ad, and that's really gonna make it take off. Girl, take that money and go put it in your other business, buy you some inventory, do what you gotta do, or invest, put it in your savings. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Said you're a man. Oh, you said we're playing chess, ladies. Yeah, and men aren't supposed to be that concerned about what you're doing anyway, because you could have been buying a purse. You know what I'm saying? They should be happy you doing something. They should just give you the money and leave you alone. Give you the money and stop talking about it. Give you the money as long as you're staying busy. That's all that matters. Because you could be in the mall buying stuff that does not increase in value. So stop asking so many questions about women's businesses if it ain't your business. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. You said that's sad that men do that. Okay, accept it. It's reality. Next, now deal with it. Okay, we don't care about how sad it is. We already know it's not right, but we're not playing fair in an unfair world. So accept it and face the reality and get to it. Get to doing what you need to do. All right. If y'all don't believe me, whatever man has done for you, however much money he's spent for you, he's going to bring it up in every conversation, right? He'll memorize every dime he spent on you, everything he's done for you, but he won't remember your birthday, right? He won't remember your anniversary, correct? And so why would you tell him anything else? Tell him what he needs to know enough to get to what you need to get. You understand? That's it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Do they ever stop lying to women? Yeah, when they in the grave. Sprinkle, sprinkle. When they sleep, or in you know what I'm saying? When they stop talking, that's when. Let me tell you, if you're sitting there looking for truth out of a man's mouth, your IQ is very low. All right. Because how can you be honest and truthful as a man if you are driven by ego? I'm just going to break it down to you. If you're trying to impress people everywhere you go, if you're trying to guard your reputation, if you're trying to look like you're all that, if you are driven by your ego, how often is what you say coming out your mouth the truth? Exactly. So common sense will tell you most of the things they're going to tell you are lies. Most of the things they gather information from you is to manipulate, especially if you're going to go back and forth and argue with them. Their ego tells them to win the argument. So what are they going to do? They're going to weaponize the knowledge that you gave them and use it against you. So therefore, if a person is ego driven, you do not tell them anything but what they can't use against you. And if they need something, you just give them a lie. So when they do try to use it against you, it doesn't work. Okay, it's like a key that doesn't fit in the lock. It's not going to have any effect. All right, now y'all understand it better. All right then. If you want me to explain it for the opposite for the men, women are emotionally driven. They get mad about other things. They mad because you don't remember the anniversary. It's sentimental to them. They're mad because you don't tell them that they're beautiful every day, and you don't. They get mad over that. And men know how to trigger women. Women know how to trigger men. Okay, they're emotional based. Men are ego driven. Women are emotionally driven. Men are ego driven. It's that simple. Men will lie to protect their ego. Women will tell the truth and be honest so that you can see how she feels emotionally, thinking that you're going to feel the same thing, but you ain't because you're a man and you're ego driven. So learn how to learn that there are different ways to deal with different people. Y'all, women and men do not think the same. They are not driven by the same thing, and y'all keep acting like they are. They're just not. Mm-hmm. We're not supposed to be letting them know that we're talking to multiple, only if they're in your head, ma'am. Only if you're talking to multiple personalities. No, don't tell them, girl. Why would you tell them? Why? You're supposed to deny, 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 baby. Tell them you're busy with Aunt Ethel if they can't reach you on the phone. Tell them you're having lunch with your sister. See, if you have a life, it's easy to not get super attached and super clingy. And it's if you have a circle of people that you hang out with, if you have family that you hang out with, it's not a big deal. You know, you can have your roster if you want one, and you don't have to tell anybody. You the guy who put a tracker on your car on the second after the second date? Okay, that's illegal, ma'am. All right. They're so insecure, they become territorial. Exactly. And they don't. How are they gonna become territorial and they haven't even bought no territory? Where the house at? Where the car? That's illegal, ma'am. You should have reported him to the authorities. You said you don't understand the game on how to win. You have mentioned it in your other video. That's why I'm bringing it up. You win by them liking you 10 times more than you like them. That's how you win. In a nutshell, that's how you win. They got to like you 10 times more. That's how you going to win, baby. You can't like them more than they like you at all. All right? Find a man that likes you way more than you like them and keep it that way. That's it. That's it in a nutshell. You said when they like you 10 times more, everything becomes easy. Yes. They like you times 10, very easy to get what you want from them. You said you win by doing what's beneficial to you. For you, exactly. How can they tell? Why do y'all ask how can they tell if you like? Do you work? Do you have to clock in? Do you get money in your bank account? Do you get whatever you ask for? Do they provide for you? That's how you can tell. How to avoid him picking me up from home after months of dinner. Dating a rich man who is trying to get me back to his home, but haven't gotten money. Only a text and dinner. Okay, so you're dating Free Food Freddy. Wonderful. Free Food Freddy should never know where you live. Okay, you never tell Free Food Freddy where you live, Aunt Ethel Brown. Okay, Aunt Ethel, Free Food Freddy, you keep meeting him at the restaurant. Okay, that's it. No money in the account. He don't know where you live. Okay, Free Food Freddy stays at the restaurant. He can't do nothing for you. He can't put no money in your bank account. He can't go to the ATM, get that little envelope of cash and tell you to stick it in your purse before arriving to dinner. He can't tell you to use his credit card to go buy you some outfits. Then he stays as Free Food Freddy. Do you understand? This man is courting you in your mind, but he's just lonely and needing to dine with another person. He's Free Food Freddy. He does not get to the house, baby. You understand? Free Food Freddy stays at the restaurant. Now, if he is adamant about coming to your house, put some financial obstacles in his path for him to remove. Okay? Whatever they may be. You need this. You're saving up for that. You need this. You had to pay Aunt Ethel Senior's rent. You might be the junior. You know what I'm saying? If they don't remove the financial obstacles, they're only Free Food Freddy. Free Food Freddy don't get to the house. Okay. Them at the restaurant. Only. It's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Let's just keep meeting at the restaurant. I would love to invite you over one day, but I don't think we're there yet. And he's like, what's going to take for me to get there? Oh, well, I'll let you know. Let's meet tomorrow for lunch. Now, I'll let you know. Bring your bills. Or have lunch in a shopping center. You understand? Don't let him get to your house either, ma'am. You don't get, no. Get to a shopping center. Get to an ATM. Get to some bills, okay? Everything that he's done for you in the toilet. Let's think about this for 2 seconds. Everything that that man has done for you is literally been flushed. So he hasn't done too much, baby. Free food Freddy don't get to come to your house. All right. So no. Meet for lunch in a shopping center and go window shopping with him, and then drag him into the shop when you see something cute in one of them windows and see what he want to do. See if he want to pay. See if he want to purchase it for you. All right, y'all. Okay. I gotta go. Y'all do better out there. Don't sprinkle, sprinkle. You said we rooting for you, Ethel. Girl, get some shopping or something, man. Don't invite that man to your house. You're going to golf class now to meet some providers. Okay, I do whatever I want. ×3. Have fun. Make sure you bend over real good so they can see what you work with, but not too much to look desperate. Just a little bit. Keep dropping the ball so you have to pick it up. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Make sure you're wearing my perfume. You have it. Spray that on, girl. Like, what's that smell? You smell so good, you know, because it's hot outside now or warm. When that sun hits you, see that perfume start permeating. Like, ooh, what's that smell in the breeze? Is that you? Okay. Y'all pick it up. I'm gonna link it. Here you go. Dust free. Glove potion number 7. Pick it up. Yeah. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'll see y'all soon. Bye. Thank y'all, everyone.